What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Quarantine Chronicles. Today we're going to talk about steroids and HGH. Now, this is a pretty popular topic in strength and conditioning because it seems like everybody is doping. People need to understand where these things come from, what they do, and how they affect you, and the detrimental impact that these compounds have upon your body. Now, remember, everybody's looking for a short-term fix. It's the American way. Everybody's looking for a corner to cut or a way to get ahead of the game. Let's talk about what steroids are and how they work. Steroids are derived from the male hormone testosterone, as we all know, and then come in different forms. Most of the time people inject them, but you can take them orally and you can also drip them in a liquid form. How do they work? Steroids increase something called transcription factors. Transcription factors operate in a mechanism to send a signal to mRNA. Now, don't get too lost in science, as one of the functions of mRNA is to increase protein synthesis. There's a real long line of things that happen before that happens, but the end goal is to increase protein synthesis. By increasing this, you increase muscle. That's a very quick way to surmise how it works, but just know that when you begin steroid use, you increase the number of transcription factors. This in turn increases mRNA production, which increases protein synthesis. Therefore, you get bigger. Your muscles get bigger. You ever wonder why people get smaller when they get off steroids? That's because those extra transcription factors that steroids signal the mRNA to increase protein synthesis, they go away once you cease steroid use. Therefore, the cell itself gets bigger and then it gets smaller. That's why you get smaller on steroids. Now, conversely, looking at HGH, which is human growth hormone, it's synthesized from the pituitary gland in humans. This generally comes in an injectable form, and people have to take it over long amounts of time for it to work. Generally, people will cycle it together with steroid use, increasing the dangers in which these chemicals have upon your body. Now, how does it work? Think of one cell. Now, when we talked about steroid use, we talked about the increase of transcription factors. That doesn't increase the number of cells, it increases the size of the cell. Thus, you get smaller when you get off steroids. HGH increases the number of cells, creating something called hyperplasia. Sounds cool and sounds safer, right? But not only does HGH make your muscles grow, HGH also increases the size of your forehead, the size of your liver, the length of your forearms. That hyperplasia creates increases in size over everything in your body. It can create what's known as the caveman forehead, also known as acromegaly, because those cells increased in number, not just in size. Remember, these substances are being abused by people that are on the elite level and then people that are just weekend warriors, all the way to people that aren't even working out. And they're not taking into account the amount of dangers that these substances can bring you. Steroids, for example, will decrease sperm count, leading to infertility. It'll decrease testicle size, increase erectile dysfunction, cause things like male pattern baldness or gynecomastia, which is an increase of male breast tissue. It'll increase prostate cancer risk, along with adding a bunch of acne, not only to your face, but all over your body. Not just to mention the physical characteristics that this compound has upon your body, it also leads you to be prone to rage, mood swings, paranoia, and manic behavior. Doesn't sound exactly like the risk is worth the reward, especially because all of the gains that you've experienced will eventually go away once you come off. With HGH, you can increase the possibility of carpal tunnel syndrome, nerve, muscle, and joint pain, limb edema, which is swelling in the arms and legs, increase your cholesterol, you'll have a numbing, tingling skin, you'll increase the risk of heart disease and diabetes, and you greatly risk the increase of insulin resistance. When people begin to use these drugs, they need to knowingly understand what they're going to do to the body. Elite athletes, college athletes, high school athletes, guys that just want to get in shape, you need to understand what these things are going to do to your body and know that some of these are irreversible. Do your best to stay away from these things, continue the grind, and put in the hard work. Stop trying to cut corners, stay disciplined, stay away from these drugs. If you'd like to discuss this further, you can reach me by email, jeff@njfast.com. You can check out our website, njfast.com. Continue to follow us on social media @njfast, or give us a call, 732-251-5224. See you guys tomorrow.